Gotta make sure I got the right unit. Yeah, sure, boss. I'm already streaming. Why don't you just go? What the fuck, man? I'm not sending you a invite. Figure it the fuck out. There's a whole bunch of ways. You can go watch Daceur channel. Yeah, I don't know. Watch my goats. I gotta know if we're going. I'm taking a leak. Okay, good. Get me a soda.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL
Look downstairs.
on EA Sports.
Get me a soda. Get me a cold soda. God damn it! Got hit by the smoke monster. Now I got emphysema.
Standing by, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry,
shit, man.
The renovations, they have certainly transformed this place as EA Sports welcomes you to beautiful Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, it's a clash to
that's a
decide
field
the
goal.
AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we were talking earlier. You got to watch my guys. My quarterback is huge. He got huge biceps. It's bigger than The Rock's biceps. It's hilarious. Try to.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Was.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On the other side now. What the fuck?
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, Osweiler.
Oh!
This is caught by Martavis
Oh,
Bryant.
come on.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
You little
It's
bitch.
a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
In trouble
Well,
now.
clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things
He
tougher
does.
defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is one of those tall corners that fools you with his ability to change directions. DRC can play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Osweiler now to throw on third down.
God.
He's got Moncrief. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. This is Coleman, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on 7.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Osweiler caught left side. It's Barnage. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Coleman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. 4th down. Here's Osweiler. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Yeah! Failure. To the field goal. I almost hit that 51. I had plenty of leg.
They come out here in the I. The play clock's running down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, shit.
Oh, right away, he lost
Big lineman.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's a one. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team.
I didn't get the second X.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense up the
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh!
Here it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique
Nice!
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves.
Yes, he's leading the
the start of a game where the emotion
teaching the off.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And this is incomplete. The veteran tight end Scott Chandler was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set.
How do you hurry up?
Tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Time running out here on the play clock. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Complete, he finds Bray. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down carry by Bell.
No block.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. surveying the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action with Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So third and medium here, 3rd and 5. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
2-minute
comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Running play?
They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Bell.
Big running.
To the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
Shit.
3 yards.
God, why does it do that? Why is...
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time
fucking
football
quick.
there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ooh. Ooh. She'll take back.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done.
Nowhere to go here.
Oh my God.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And they'll start this drive with very good
fumble.
field position. Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Osweiler on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
1 second.
Here we're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Because it was a face mask.
One receiver left, two to the right.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. It cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender. Nice target.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Weedle.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Tackle made by K-Wad Short.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd down and 5. Now Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league.
Cannot kick.
To his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Fucking lag.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
The fucking flake.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes
he ain't in.
Hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver.
Maybe.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd and 10, it's Osweiler again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Get the
So the
fuck
offense
down,
has it
son.
1st and 10. Coleman now. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss. And what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches.
Oh my goodness, a hard R.
Dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal.
Exciting game.
These 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Gripping stuff. Man, I switched up my view somehow. How do I change my view?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They will run again with Coleman. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
I can't fucking see anything.
8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. It's brought in by Floyd. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down,
I need to know how to not have the view that I'm seeing. It's like I'm the guy. Play lock. There it is. It's a double click
that's going to
L3.
because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down.
I can't
caught right around the 6.
see
It's a nice
anything
pickup
that's
of 12
happening.
yards, and it gives him a 1st
Yeah,
and
Moncrief
goal.
out.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's
Oh,
not.
shit, I had it.
That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They come out here in the eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going.
Nice.
But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Got to.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come up in an offset eye. Second down, goal to go from the 6. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler.
You guys going there?
Oh, it's a
No.
touchdown if he holds on.
Did he catch it?
It's 4th down.
Oh.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Biffed.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance. Wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left.
What a
That was
game.
right all the way.
Kicking sucks.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, it says try something different. Try
You
some
don't
specials,
know.
something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Time starting
you
to
got
run
cut from
out
the
here in
gameplay.
4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC
Bad Nets.
Championship game after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
No, come on.
There as it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger.
Weedle.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness.
I got
speed.
MOL.
He's able to get to the second level almost before
Merc online.
If you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot job doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
I don't think I'm timing him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Oh, the spin. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw.
Damn it. No! Oh, my God. That's bull. Oh, my God.
He tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. Is what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Osweiler's going to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. Osweiler to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36. 36-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
That's Garth Brooks' alternate persona.
Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
No, check, Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He goes for it. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and granted another timeout.
Thanks.
The two teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Rubbing it in like a...
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
No!
So Charles are able to complete.
Got that fumble recovery, though.
A shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
What are you going to do? You going to broadcast? If you hit the share button, you do broadcast, and you can do it on Twitch or YouTube. I do it on YouTube because I already have a YouTube account. I don't want to start a Twitch account. But that way, anybody can use their YouTube app and just watch it on your channel. You have a YouTube account if you have a Gmail account, basically. But I think you have to link your PlayStation to that YouTube account. What? No. Nope. No. Do not recall that.